Good, still morning, guys. Although it's not morning by much, truth be told. All right, we're live. Everything's rolling. Hi, how you doing? Someone on Reddit suggested going to DX12 to avoid crashing in towns. We'll see if that helps. A number of people are reporting it. Performance in towns is shitty. After fixing it last league, they have rebroken it. GGG. The league mechanic, the most positive thing I've heard about the league mechanic came from me, which is that in the early game leveling, I got some very nice rares out of it to help speed up the early game. Yeah, I'm in the late pre-maps stage. It's been producing crap, and the general consensus is that the league mechanic is awful. That you can't skip it, which means you can get mobs that stun every time, and you get into a pack of those and you're dead because they keep you chain stunned the entire time as they slowly whittle you down and kill you. The rewards are laughable, actually. That your odds of getting anything good are ludicrously small. So, the league itself is garbage. Unfortunate. What did I finish up? I don't think I finished the Solaris Temple yet. Yeah, I don't have the Solaris goodie, so I did not. This is where I left it last night. Happy Easter to those of you who are Eastering. If Eastering is a thing, pretty sure it's not, but if it were, we'd have it covered. Okay, yeah, I am in the right place. I was confused for a second. Fine now. Now, the league itself, I mean, the league mechanic is pretty garbage, but... Oh, and a number of people have been talking about how low the drop rates seem to be, so... GGG just doesn't seem to learn. Now, granted, the last league was way overtuned. Way too much loot. Way too easy. People enjoyed it because, of course, people enjoyed getting lots and lots and lots of loot. But it did need to be toned down. For the league mechanic, at least. But the league itself, I don't think needed it. But the loot is so... undertuned. It certainly feels like. Maybe it's not as undertuned as it feels like to me, but a lot of people are commenting that it seems undertuned. So, oh, great. Increased life to members of their pack. This is not going to go well. Damage as extra. Physical is extra cold. They do fire, so that's fine. Strongest monster in the pack gets 300% increased life. Okay. Cast an attack. Physical damage is extra lightning. Yeah, okay. But you have packs where mobs get 100% extra life for every mob in the pack, and they were showing a pack size of at least 19 for everything on the map, someone linked in, which meant that all of those mobs are going to have 20 times the normal life to start with. This isn't fun. No one finds hit point sponges fun. So hopefully they'll do their standard we over/undertuned the league, and now we're going to make some adjustments. But right now, it's not in a good place. Alright, Tujin. Where do we want to go? What we don't want to see is any place that's cold. Okay, well, I mean, cold is a good chunk of our damage, but it might be most of it. Don't suppose we can reach here and get all of those.
Itching for me to lose another limb, are ya?
Definitely want that.
Itching for me to lose another limb, are ya?
Is that an option? Do I get to choose whether you lose another limb? If that's my option, I'm going to say, yeah, I'll lose another limb. Got that. So after playing a little bit more last night, I did manage to get a few spectry points that helped out with my resists. So my resists are actually okay now. But on the other hand, I am headed towards Tava eventually, and that'll be another 30% off all of them, and all of a sudden I'm not okay anymore. Because currently they're at like 85. Yeah, 88, 85, 83. I don't think Tujin's going to have anything I'm interested in buying. Chaos, maybe. 46, 36. How many do I have of the Greater Black Scythe? Oh, yeah, okay. I can certainly pick up a couple of relatively inexpensive Chaos Orbs. Especially if I can get them at an even larger discount.
Sure, why not? You're pushing a bit far, friend. Not happy about it.
Chance, Augs, Bindings. Those might be good. It's a bit late for Bindings, but still, 2 of them. Couldn't hurt. I mean, look at those sockets. They're not great. Sockets. They're not fabulous.
It's worth far more than that. I don't think so.
I don't think anything else here is especially interesting to my needs and desires. We will move on. Pardon me. Can we get across? Can we teleport across? Can we cheese across? Maybe we can. Let's hear it for cheesing. Extra life, store, all kinds of good stuff. Oh, heat respawn. How? Oh, we turned back into one of those freaking electrified spirit things. They're just so annoying. Oh, that didn't help. I should have grabbed that beforehand. But I didn't because I'm a dope. Hi, how you doing? I'm a dope. Alright, we've got an abyss. Because life's abyss. Still one of these little fellas over here somewhere. There it is. Hi there. How you doing? Chain belt. Topaz flask. 6 sockets. Nothing particularly exciting. Alright. Please. Thank you. Crafting recipe. Traps and mines.
This haunting feeling again. Is this divinity?
Back to town. Our first stab at town here. We'll see if we crash or not. Gotta say, the engine roar seems a little lower. With DX12.
Watch yourself.
Don't know why I picked up the convening one. Certainly didn't mean to. No. Life energy shield worth holding on to at least. We need the jewelers. In the past, frequently I would just hold on to 6 links in case I wanted them later in the league, but right now I'm thinking we need the jewelers more because currencies are so low, generally speaking. I mean, note, from Tujin there, I doubled the number of chaos I have. I haven't spent one in the league yet. Black Sun Crest. Black Sun Crest. Strength Dex. Duresso's Salute. I know what Duresso's Salute was. It involved the middle finger. Movement speed on full life. Melee, melee. Ew, melee. That's for people who use melee skills. Everybody loves the Goblin Band. More complaints about that one on the Reddit, too. And generally about the performance in town, which has been garbage. Send out a little thank you to the guy on Reddit who said to try DX12. It does seem to be a little bit, judging by the roar of my graphics card, it does seem to be functioning better in towns than DX11 was. 10% damage granted to pack members on death. Oh, great. Chance to suppress spell damage. Well, I'm not using spell damage, so knock yourselves out, guys. Please, knock yourselves out. I'll give you the hammer. In the past, in leagues, it wouldn't be uncommon for me to burn a little currency on completely speculative crafts. Oh, I could use nice gloves. Oh, this is a good base. Let me just throw an alk at it and see if I get it. I don't have the currency to afford any speculative crafts at all this league. Alright, we've got another abyss. The other way. Didn't we just jump on him? did get a Stygian belt from Spire that came up as one of the things that I could get from the League mechanic. Rolled crappy, but I can always, well, I would say I can always re-roll it, but I don't really have scours and stuff to spare for speculative crafts like I was just talking about. So I can understand them wanting to cut down on the economy for things like divine orbs, which was ludicrous last week. How many people could get? Essentially 2,000. Not worthless, but not worth much. So I can understand them wanting to cut down on the high-end economy currency drops, absolutely. But the stuff you actually use, alts, alks. But Mathel was at like 70 or 80 yesterday and hadn't gotten a regal yet. That's just idiotic. You can barely even craft without regals. At least for during the leveling process. Physical damage reduction, that's fine. Physical damage is minimal. Not zero, but minimal. No, it's a couple $100 arrow. I don't think I would want to do any kind of deflection, elemental or physical in this map. Or in this build right now. I expected it to end up with me killing myself. Perhaps in a hilarious manner, which is good content at least. Biggest Vol side areas I've ever seen. And Wall Vessel. Sacrifices Reap and Lightning Arrow. Vol Lightning Arrow. Time to start leveling that puppy up. We'll slap that in immediately since Lightning Arrow is our primary. Having a Vol Lightning Arrow might be a good thing. Be over here. Indeed it is. One of the Reddit posts was Tai Killer juicing up a graveyard to make a range, throwing all kinds of life and resistance percentages at it and coming out with one that had neither life nor resistance and was on a shitty base. And then he ID'd a ring that just happened to be sitting in his inventory, and it had life I think it had reses. It was way better than the one he just spent an enormous amount of resources trying to craft and getting nothing out of it. It was comically awful. They whiffed on this league pretty bad. We'll see if they can fix it. Pack spawns a lesser shrine. That one's alright. Monsters grant increased experience. That one's pretty good. The chromatic gargoyles. Oh, I hate those guys though, but yeah, that's probably fine. Go back to town and sell stuff. Continuing our ongoing town test. And DX12 does not seem to be hitting the graphics card anywhere near as hard. Thank you, random Reddit poster. Your advice appears to have actually been sound. Who gets sound advice out of Reddit?
Watch yourself.
I will continue my never-ending complaints. Oh, no.
Watch yourself.
About having quest items in our inventory
See you.
as being a needless fuck you to the player base. Just stop. Just make them go away. GGG. You don't need them. We hate them. Please, just stop. This has been a magnifying lens TED Talk. That is definitely a rarity. Getting a piece of advice from Reddit actually works. The Wings of Vastiri. And now we've got a Travel Ascendancy in here somewhere. What we need to do. Greater shrine, real shrine. Hey there, died your first map of the day. Oh, that's hardcore or softcore? Say softcore. Alright, that's not where I got myself turned around completely. Alright. Oh, the other one's over there. Sure it is. Well, I'll get that in a sec. Yeah, that's not great. It's a terrible feeling. Was it? At least I hope it was an honest death where, you know, you did something wrong as opposed to you got screwed by the map mods or the game. I know it's a weird-ass thing to say, you know, I hope you died because you did something wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm not good enough gamer, and I'm not a patient enough human to play hardcore. I'm just not. The only part of the hardcore experience I would be able to handle would be rage quitting. I could rage quit really effectively. I'm very, very good at it. I'm sorry you lost your character. Well, I guess technically had him sent to standard. Or do they get sent to softcore? I'm not even sure about that. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I wanted to go that way. All right. I was watching yesterday, early, watching Exile playing, and he was playing his build, and I look up, and he's starting a new character, and my immediate response was, what the fuck just happened? And he said, yeah, I did something stupid. I'd rather if it was me doing something stupid rather than, getting screwed. 89 all res, 30k armor, 2 packs Fizz Overwhelm, sent you on the Twilight. Oh, God. We played this game, in a tier 6 map. Was it the map mods? Or just an unfortunate pop by the mobs at that moment? Where am I going wrong here that I'm not going right? What am I missing? I've completely lost my way as to where I'm supposed to be going here. Well, I've still only died twice, but it was on the very first map. Hillock, town, die. Is it over here? Did I completely... There we are. All right.
Allow your wisdom to be tempered by the flames of the past.
Just unfortunate. Yeah. That's... Anyone who plays hardcore is either much more sane than I am or much more crazy than I am. Depends on the person. All right, Porcupineville. Pack spawns a meteor on death. How about the chromatics? I hate them anyway. Damage granted to pack members on death. Non-chaos damage as extra chaos. It's not even a fizz. Any non-chaos is chaos. Them? 25% chance to maim. No, thank you. Not on the porcupines. Fuck. Physical damage is extra cold. How about them? Yeah, that looks better. So, assuming you're going to re-roll, are you going to, or have you rolled the same build, or are you going to try something different? Maybe you got some nice items earlier that you'd like to take advantage of? Whoops, meteor. You do get a pretty good warning on the meteor, I'll say that. If there's anything we love, almost as much as we love doubling back through empty spaces and dead ends, it's freaking porcupines. Who would have thought that porcupines would be the bane of so many gamers' existences? And yet, here we are. Back in Act 8, classic Jug Bone Zone. I played Bone Zone, I think I played it last league. Pretty sure I did. I definitely played it like the league before. But if you're up to Act 8, you're a much faster gamer than I am, because Act 8, 3 days in. But then I play at a deliberate and thoughtful pace. Slow, he's saying slow. Alright, you go, old man. Wow, that's extremely generous. Sadly, not the case. I am 63. And I think most people would agree, maybe it's not old, but it's oldish. Alright, got him pretty easily. Going fast will have a different result? Well, I hope so. But I do have to reiterate, hardcore ARPG players are a different breed.
Your power was nothing but smoke and mirrors, Hugo. Good riddance.
Back to town, I think. If you ask a 5-year-old, you're ancient at 30. What does that make me? Let's see. Young, old, ancient, dead, fossilized, dust, me. Don't worry, you're as old as you feel. Okay, now I'm no longer 63, I'm 83. I'm kidding, of course. He's not. Critical strike. We are now working our build into the crit stage. Did we drop something there? We must, right? No, we already have that one. I don't think we want that one. At least not yet. So that should, let's see, that should move us up to about 16.9% crit. Something like that. Drum roll, please. 16.9%. It's math, guys. It's simple.
You found them.
All right, we'll see what we can sell here. Nice energy shield on that. Life. 2 really good resists. I may have to take a... I'm going to have to at least hold on to that one. That's a lot of life. Oh, and the projectile speed. That's pretty freaking good, actually. We'll have to see if any of those are improvements. Where are we going next? We started our journey to critical hitness. Next up there, I think lethality is next. Yep, lethality is next. All right, currently we're looking at about 9k damage. This would be less. Not much less. And it's got life and 2 good resists. This has got a little bit more life. Accuracy. 1 good and 1 meh resist. Okay, this one could very well be more damage. So we're currently at 9k. No, less. Okay, then we can certainly sell this one. Well, quick check. Open suffix. This one, 2 open prefixes. We might be able to pump this one up to be better than that one. Fire and cold versus cold and lightning. We lose 10 lightning. We can afford that. We can go down to 73.
Hello.
Hi, Clarissa. Yeah, I'm sorry Tolman's gone. Are you seeing anyone?
Watch yourself.
Because I figure I got to be a step up from the undead boyfriend. Not a big step up. But, you know. Damage over time. Critical strike chance with lightning skills. Chaos resist. Mana reservation. Am I crazy or is this really, really good? Oh, damage over time multiplier. That's not great. The rest of this is all really freaking good. Prefix, suffix. Yeah, so I don't know off the top of my head what prefixes we've got on quivers. Because I don't know off the top of my head much. Increase elemental damage with attacks. I assume flat lightning would be the way to go. Max top end damage on that. Let's see where we go. This is currently at, well, we're sitting here in, so our buffs are calculated. We're at 12k. 12,238. I gain 160 DPS. Lose a little life. The resistances. I think it's the tiniest bit better. But for now, we'll keep the other one because why bother sacrificing even a little bit of lightning res right now? We'll definitely hold on to that one as that is our best damage one for now. Next up, back to the bathhouse. I can't help myself. I like a nice hot bath. That's why everyone goes to the bathhouse, isn't it? Ember of Sulfite. I really hate that sound effect. Could we not do this? Festival mask, quilted yucket. All kinds of things that might turn out to be helpful. How could I say no? You could just say no. Can't say no. I think I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. That's an old cartoon reference. And you would totally get that if you were an old cartoon. Odds are you're not. The Lunaris Concourse. A couple of possible rewards. Quantity. Strongest pack gets 400 quant. What do we got? Normal. 2 additional projectiles. That's always not fun. They don't have projectiles, so... And these guys don't appear to have any physical damage, so that's good. Extra damage, physical damage is damage of a random element. That's... they're not doing physical damage. What do we got? Sulfite? Nah, I don't need sulfite. Greatly increased experience. More sulfite. Uh-huh. Let's see. Pack size will be 5 to 7 monsters. How about them? Why not them? Wild Chimeras. Wasn't that a song by the Rolling Stones? Wild Chimeras couldn't drag me away. Pretty sure. Definitely.
That would only slow me down.
Yeah. Nope. Let's see if we can't underwhelm ourselves. Aramor, take me to the necropolis. I need to AF... What the hell? Wow, that was really slow. I need to AFK for a second. Fetch myself another cold, early in the day beverage. Looks like a standard Coke Zero, but it's spiced. With a little bit of raspberry and tastes like a little cinnamon and maybe ginger. It's okay. I think I'd rather just have a regular Coke Zero, but I wanted to try them, so I did. All right, what do we got? Let's see. We have 50 out of 64. What are we going to try to make? Well, we're definitely going to try and make a chest. Not nuts about the things I've got sitting around here. Maybe I'm not making a chest. We're definitely trying to make a chest. The odds of it succeeding, being any good, really low. Increased chance. Modifiers are more scarce. The scarce modifiers is not especially helpful. Oh, I can have less resistances if I want. Increased chance of fire. Sure, that should be a fire resist on a chest. And also, it resets the slider when you choose one. It's just not good. Increased chance of life modifiers. Yes, please. Thank you. I don't to use lightning modifiers because I may want to use those on a bow at some point. Fire modifier tier rating. So if we do get fire, resist. Hopefully it's a higher tier. Fire modifiers are scarcer. No, scarcer. No. Stop with the scarcer already. We're going really whole hog for fire modifiers. Lots and lots of fire modifiers. Armor items do not have a dexterity requirement. Is not one we want. We want it to have a dexterity requirement, please. Have an intelligence. No, we don't want that. Increased chance of attack. Really? Seriously, guys? Armor can roll haunted modifiers. I have no idea what that means. Sure, why not? I mean, who doesn't want their armor to be haunted? Increase the cold, sure. Alright, I think we're done. Let's try and see if we can get lucky with body armor. My suspicion is the answer is just sell it. Is that indicative? It is indicative of the type. It got life, energy shield, and a lightning resist. It's not terrible. It's terrible for my build, but it's not terrible. So I will, in fact, slap it into the bank when I get to the bank. For some future build, perhaps. The single biggest complaint about the crafting system seems to be the fact that you can't pick your crafting base. So the odds are, you know, you try to make something and you got everything you want in place, and even if you get it, it's still a crapshoot on what base you get. And I think that is a legit issue that it has, making the crafting kind of bad. Life per second. Nothing's going to live that long, hopefully. Chance to reflect hexes. Okay, that's fine. Do they have spells? Maybe. We should probably put something that doesn't have spells. Those things say.
Such atrocities can't be washed away so easily.
Now, certainly this league is going to pale in comparison for player affection compared to the last one. But then the last one was overtuned. Or maybe not overtuned. Overtuned might not be the right word. Intentionally a very high entropy league. Lots of stuff, lots of currency, lots of high-end items, people going crazy. What dropped? Something dropped. I heard it drop. Ooh, 6 seconds. And of course I don't have room for it, because of course I don't. This freaking game. Oh, thank you very much. I need to make a small counter that goes up here. Days since I forgot to remove the AFK. We're down to, it has been 0 days. Thank you. It never ceases to be just very, very slightly embarrassing. I know it's there. I always remember to turn it on. Why don't I always remember to turn it off?
Need some help?
I promise it's not intentional. No. No. Definitely no. No. Hold on to that.
Watch yourself.
Oh, I'll watch myself, all right. And back to the dump. Our first 3 essence goober. He's a toughie. Broke up into a little bunch of little friends, and they died instantly too. Sulfide. Oh, we're getting close to full. Maybe we should try to do delve sometime soon. Although I'm still feeling pretty fragile, I gotta say. The hit points are not in a terrible place anymore like they were, and the resists are all okay for now. For now. My first map has just dropped. They grow up so fast. And that's all the sulfide. That scared the living piss out of me. Well done. I was so focused. I will address that in just a moment when I get to a safe spot. Seriously. Someone should clip that. Me getting the shit scared out of me. A subscription? Holy crap. Not to follow, a subscription. Boy from Beyond has subscribed. Thank you remarkably. I'm very appreciative. I don't get a whole bunch of those. I always like them. Thanks. I really do appreciate that. I need to come up with a spiel, I guess, for subscribers. It's going to take a while. Kind of ad-libbed the original. Saw the terrors in my eye. Yeah, it was a... Well, for like the last month and a half or even 2 months, the only thing that's been working for announces was subscribes. But follows started working again. I'm not sure about raids, but follows are working again. Mind you, after spending days trying to fix it, nothing succeeded, and then it suddenly started working again. So I'm not used to hearing the chime, because I don't get a lot of subs. That's not a please sub, because subs are great, but not a big deal. So I'm used to not having any sound coming from that side, scaring the living bejesus out of me. Converts on death. I believe that means they become friendly and fight on my side. I think is what the converts on death means. Mind you, I'm not sure about that. Oh, 30% all resist. How nice. 25% physical damage. Sure. Faster start. Sure. That all seems fine. We can do with that. We can work with that. I know a lot of streamers put sound effects so people can scare the shit out of them. That is most assuredly the first time anything has ever scared the shit out of me on stream. A couple of horror games have surprised me, startled me.
Another day.
Thank you, and the same to you, to anyone celebrating Easter today. Okay, so that entire way to go was a bait. And we're now on the right path. We have got Alvas. A diamond ring! Does this mean I'm getting married? Probably not. Alright, Alva, we'll see what you got for us. I think we're 6 in. Yeah, 6 to go. Corruption chamber. Maximum resistances. Poisonous plants. I don't like the poisonous plants. We'll go with corruption chamber. So we want to go top, and then, if available, bottom. That is the boss taken care of. We'll now work our way down here and open the door. Get on the floor. Everyone do the dinosaur. I am old, by the way. That's everything.
Good job, Exile.
Wow, I got so much fat loot from that. Absolutely none. But I still have my little friends. Why are they just standing there? Why aren't they coming along with me? Is that another freaking dead end? So it converts the mobs to be friendly when you kill them, but they don't follow you. Well, that's not helpful in the least, really. See, they're friendly. They're no longer hostile. But they just stand there. That's really not anywhere near as helpful as I thought it might be. They convert. Evidently, I convinced them. My logical arguments wooed them to my way of thinking. 67? You mean there's someone older than me in the chat? Welcome. Us old farts gotta stick together. These young kids today. Get off of my lawn. I felt obliged. Explosives room. I don't think we need the explosives room anymore. So if we can get a nice option. No, I'd rather not add additional fire. We'll go ahead and go top. Bottom or bottom left, either one will be fine.
Let's go.
They got no dang respect. Exactly. Mind you, I'm not sure I'm all that worthy of respect. Respect has to be earned, and let's face it, what I do here, it's pretty haphazard. Oh, we did drop the key. That's nice. Thank you. And we'll open the door. This is very unusual. This is 8 alvas, and every time I've managed to clear out the entire map and get out early. Beta tested WoW. Oh yes, me too. The funny thing about that, I wasn't interested in WoW. I was playing... what was I playing at the time? I'm not sure what I was playing at the time. Anyway, I didn't like the cartoony graphics. I thought it looked like a kid's game. Dopey. I got in the beta. It played so much better than every other MMO I'd played. I was sold instantly. My first MMO was Ultima Online when it first came out. I didn't like it, so I canceled after 1 month. The first one that ever grabbed me was Anarchy Online, which I played a lot. And the first one that ever obsessed me was Star Wars Galaxies. Alright, all of our rooms are connected except one. Legion. Don't know the name. Don't know the game, I should say. What is that? I don't remember ever seeing that visual in game before. Maybe I just never noticed. But doesn't that look like it's a clicky or something? It's like I want to go around to make sure I haven't missed anything. That's very strange. I mean, I don't think it's a thing because I'm mousing over everything and nothing happens. Sit there and wait. I can do that. That's something I'm eminently qualified to do. Because I know they added little... Was it here? Yeah. They added little things. New little bits and pieces of stuff into it, which I love. There was a secret room in, like, the prison back in Act 1. There, in like Act 2 or 3, there was a corruption altar. All right, all right. I'm going to allow it. Are you really, though? Are you really sorry? I'm dubious. What the hell is that ground effect? Well, it went away, so that mob was... Oh, really? You're a very unusual person. Most people would celebrate successfully debating. The streamer. I don't think that would have worked in any other league. But this league, they actually do have these weird little things that they've added. Well, an old friend of mine, a guy I haven't seen for years and years and years, is the author of a book entitled What Would Buddha Do? Which I bought because, hey, he's a friend. I want to buy his book. And read, but it's been years since I read it. Sort of an introductory to Zen Buddhism. Zen, I assume. Buddhism, for sure. Obviously. Okay. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He must be over there. Bonk. We have the moon orb. We have both. I have 2 orbs. Let me check. 1 orb. 2, and 3 orbs. Okay, I have 3 orbs. Yeah, essentially, don't be a dick is a pretty good motto to have. You, by the way, you were not being a dick. That was a little yoink. A yoink is fine. In a nutshell, I think we've got everything we need. Except the last temporal incursion, but this map is so big, I have no idea where Alva is. Sorry, that's going to screw up my nice 3-3-3-3 incursions, but life is filled with disappointments. This would be one of the small ones.
Hello.
Hi, Clarissa. How are you? Don't know why I picked that up. Probably a misclick. I'll go out on a limb and say that's what it was. Not much of a limb, really. Burning.
Bye.
Keep getting that one wrong. Maps, maps, maps. Map affinity. Our first map. Mirror's Banquet, accuracy, global crit multi, mana, fizz, leached, power charge on non-crit, lose power charges on crit. I have to say, don't think that's going to make the grade. Solve the trials. Did I miss? Was there a trial I missed? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. Lunaris and Solaris await. The Harbor Bridge. Let's see. Strongest monster in the pack gets 1,200% increased XP. Sure. 2 additional projectiles. They use double strike, so they don't have projectiles. That's fine. Attack and cast speed for each monster alive. Can we get a smaller pack size to go with that? Yeah, those can go with the demons. No, these are pretty straightforward. Suppress spell damage. Not hitting things with spells. Additional physical damage reduction. That's fine. Monster in the pack gets increased cast and attack speed. I sure guess. In we go. Ding 68. One more level, and that would be nice. As a resident of the internet, I am contractually required to say nice anytime the number 69 comes up. Don't want to do it. Local, state, and federal law requires it. Couple of Citadel bows dropped. 2 more opportunities for disappointment. Actually had pretty good luck with the bows so far. Bows and quivers have been good. The rest of the gear has been painful. So basically my damage has been fine since low levels. Everything else has been less great. We did get a level. Levels are good. I hear good things about levels. Alright. Hey, we opened up our inventory. kingdom for a cull. So, still just the 2 deaths on the first map. And I will point out again that the deaths were caused by Last Epoch.
Beyond this human age.
Because my buttons were messed up. I was hitting the Last Epoch button to heal, and surprisingly, I wasn't healing.
On this road.
Killed me twice before I got my button pressing
Instead, you let petty jealousy
correct in my tiny little head.
pathetic.
That's probably a good one. I'll take my chance on the stun. And hopefully not run into any of the all mobs in this pack stun thing from the League mechanic. As that one is a particularly excellent way to get stun locked and die. Alright, what do we got? All resistances, fine. 5 per second regen, fine. More damage granted to pack members on death. Packs are relatively small, that should be fine. Cannot be stunned, action speed, sure, that all seems fine. Going from Guild Wars to PoE, always messed up. Button missile muscle memory, yeah. That's exactly what killed me. Twice. I have, in Last Epoch, healing is a single button. Basically, you're in trouble, you press the button. Here, I commonly have a 3-button rotation that I have been using for years. And I just had forgotten to set the mental switch. And guy on the flame-throwing asshole in the first map, Hillock Town, first map. There's the flame-throwing asshole you can run into, and he killed me twice. My only deaths. Mind you, I've been close a fair number of times. Most of this league, I've been squishy. Been quite squishy. I had bad resists for a really long time, and low hit points for where I was in the campaign. I'm quite certain the flamethrowing asshole is the name on the NPC. I'm not afraid of a little bleeding. I'll just rub some dirt in it and walk it off. Die or now die in your nightmares now, stupid teleporting asshole. I would say that is a superb description. Enough of you jerks blowing up into blood balls everywhere. Thought I picked up the studded belt. Chance orb. Act 9. pretty much my stated goal for the day was to finish off Kitava and get the maps. May not make it in the early session, but I certainly should make it in the late session. What time did I even start? For some reason, my button to start the timer didn't start. Hour 16. Okay. Give or take. Get the right buttons pressed in the right order. Good work. Contrary to popular belief, he can be taught.
Scattered across the plain. Be careful.
You can grunt or you
Oh,
It's Pataris and Vanja. Pardon me? The format for my YouTube videos? You mean where I just basically upload it? Oh, the titles? I try to be inventive, might be an overstatement. I generally try to not make them bland. Be something a little mildly attention-getting. And still yet a little descriptive is, I think, nice. Bleeding, hold on to that. And freeze. I think that'll replace my current freeze flask, most likely. Thank you. Just the right amount of spice. And that one's a big no. Come on, I don't want much. Just, low tier, good tier, fire damage, lightning damage, cold damage with attacks, crit multi, and attack speed. I got none of those things.
good luck.
That's actually probably really good. That's twice today. Has followed. You get my one. You scared the crap out of me too. I may have to adjust my alert sounds. You get my one and only spiel. I need to come up with a second spiel. So here's the one. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You are most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Good afternoon. Happy Easter. Thank you for the follow. And scaring the piss out of me. Twice in one stream I've been piss scared out.
You must be the outside. Oh, he's gone.
Rasha. We have to talk to Tasuni. Hi, Tasuni.
Nightmares, my sister.
You do it again. Well, yeah. Well, all you got to do is unfollow and then refollow. I think that would probably set it off again. Please don't do that. I have no idea if that actually works. I don't remember in the past ever being that startled. By the notification sound. Maybe it's a volume thing? Because the volume on it seems to be pretty loud right now. Alright, Life's Abyss. Whoops, this direction. Moving again. in. We're moving. We're moving. Cut it out with the goddamn prox bubbles. If you have prox bubbles, we hate you. If you're a developer who puts prox bubbles in, we hate you. Not me, of course. I'm not a hater. I love everyone. Okay, we now double back and check if we... Oh, these fellows need to be fed. Let's see if we missed anything as we were going through. Raven Mask might be nice. Somebody is firing off cremations. Stealth boots. Could be nice. It must be one of the map affixes. It's causing those. Something there hit unpleasantly hard. Things with enormous amounts of hit points. They just make our day. I'm lying. Fire and cold. The fire looks like it's a pretty good tier. Decent 5. The cold, not so much. No, those are two pretty awful tiers, but hey, at least we're starting to get more elementals in our bow drops. It's a supply hoist. Where's my petard? I need to be hoist with my own petard. That's a really old saying. The number of times I have said that in real life and had people go, what does hoist on the road petard mean? One of those sayings that I assumed everyone knew. Not everyone knows. Literally, it means blown up with your own bomb. And it also sort of means blown up with your own bomb. Petard was a bomb. Hoist with your own petard. Blown up by your own bomb. Fail by one's own accord? Certainly good. And hello, Nod Knox. Hope your should still be evening is going well. And that the wife's doing better. Excellent. Excellent is even better than well. At least as I would measure things. Now, I'm a really harsh judge of stuff. I set very high bar for good or excellent. Nice. Ooh, what's getting baked? And I know that the answer is just going to make me hungry. And yet I must know. Monster movement cast. Man, they poison. Wow, lucky for me. You know, unless this like she's baking doggy treats, in which case I probably won't. That won't. No, that might make me hungry too. Everything seems to be making me hungry lately. For the last like week and a half, my diet has been suffering as I just seem to finish eating something and it just makes me hungry. Ooh, a second Regal Orb. Yay, my favorites. Good birthday party for the youngest. Excellent. I do remember when birthday parties were important. Hell, when birthdays were important. Now they just bum me out. Now, the alternative of not having a birthday because, well, reasons, obviously, that would be worse. So I understand that the alternative to, oh no, another birthday is not good. Is everybody dead over here? Okay, good. Making a French chocolate cake as a foundation for an ice cream cake that uses raw goat. Homemade ice cream. Chocolate cake. I had a bagel for lunch. Breakfast and lunch. One bagel. A few packaged cold cuts in between. A little drizzle of Thai barbecue sauce. Wasn't bad. Wasn't cake. That's another level. And now I believe I get to say, nice. It's corrupted. Fizz, fire. No. Thank you, though. Good effort. An effort was made, and that's what's important. I've been assured. No. The gaming day has been fine. The cake lust will pass eventually. Dinner will be reasonable. Gonna be baking up some chicken thighs. It's nothing particularly exciting, but it's fine. They're tasty. I like them. But it will not be cake. Strongest monster in the pack gets 200% increased life. That's not bad. Chance to poison. All damage hits can poison. That's kind of annoying. +3 to monster level. Fine. Chance to gain a power charge. Okay. 25% physical damage is cold. Looks like nobody's got anything that isn't physical, so sure. Yeah, I do most of my own cooking. I mean, it's not all... It's mostly not fancy. Oven-baked chicken thighs inside of potatoes would hit the spot. Yeah, I don't think the potato... I wasn't planning on potatoes, but I could do some potatoes. Steamed greens, not much of a vegetable eater. Yeah, I very seldom order out. Maybe on average... every 6 or 8 weeks, once. I mean, I did it like a week and a half ago because right after St. Patrick's, I got an urge. One of those urges you get, and it keeps scratching at your brain until you do something with it. And so I ordered, had burgers delivered and beer delivered. I wanted burgers and beer. And I mean, I didn't just want them. Man. Major League Jones must have them. Normally, if I'm ordering out, I'm ordering something that I can't really make myself. Like pizza. I have a couple of good pizza places around me, so that's normally, if I'm going to order out, that's the sin I'm going to commit, is ordering pizzas. crafting recipe before we forget. Get back to town because we need to sell stuff. I can make a decent burger. I can't make a decent pizza. Lactose intolerant, still eat pizza once in a while. Just take the bad stuff that comes along with it since it's pizza. Yeah. Yeah, completely understandable. My mom was allergic to abalone, but every few years she would have a little abalone because she loved it so much. I mean, not, you know, throat closing up, anaphylaxis type allergic. Mildly allergic.
Anything you need, just a
Okay, no. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Hold on. Nope. 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 And elemental attacks. One poor fire. Tier 7. Not gonna cut it. Abalone. Abalone is a shellfish. Abalone. But you're right, it does sound like a baloney.
See.
I'm not sure where all it is naturally occurring, but I know it naturally occurs here in the Bay Area. In the Pacific. Spells. Spells are for people who throw spells. Unsurprisingly. That's a true fact. Well, Albany's in the Bay Area, too. It's a city in the East Bay. And yeah, they do look like big mussels. Funnily enough, I've never actually eaten abalone, I don't think. It's certainly not served as often as it used to be, because I just think it may be a lot scarcer, a lot harder to find than it used to be. Oh, well, we'll get this out of the way, and then we'll do the expedition. All right, let's party. I'm just going to stay in the middle and rotate. Big boys, got 'em. All right, we're coming back over here, and we will do our expedition.
It's my lucky day.
Oh, it's Gwenin. Give me Rog or give me death. Don't give me death. Rog was the source of my awesome weapon last league. Monsters are immune to cold. Chance to drop additional fractured items. Sure, that sounds reasonable. Let's see, if we go here first. Here second. Here third.
There could be anything in that treasure.
Yeah, there could be anything in that treasure. You're quite right. And there. Got it all. I've had like 6 or 7 uniques. I've already gotten this one. I'm a firm believer that every single one of these boxes should have even a small amount of the currency in it. Well, sleep well. Thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. Void Sphere is a spell gem. Not very new. Been around a while. A few weeks.
Hail.
Gwyn and gamble. Gee, do I really want to gamble? Almost certainly not. These are not worth it. I'll probably pick up one. Maybe the boots. What do we need for boots? We would need... They'd have to be really good. They'd have to be really good. Strength and int. Alright, this one wouldn't have to be really good. It would just have to be good. But I don't have the currency for it, so, no. Yeah, I finally got gloves. They're not great. Life, 1 good resist. A little damage on attacks. Let's see. The belt is okay. Not great on resists again. The shoes are actually pretty good. 25% movement. 2 solid resists. Decent life. The chest is still trash tier. Really? Yeah, it is a low bar. The helm. Okay. This ring's not great. It has nice damage buffs, but that's it. This one's got a little bit of life. 1 decent resist. The jewelry is still pretty crappy. Yeah, so my gear is still kind of crap. For the most part. But I'm going to go out to the necropolis. Nope, not yet. Oh, crap. Yes, I need to go to Highgate. Trade that in so that I can get past the sandstorm. I have not had a crash today. I switched to DX12, which was a recommendation from somebody on Reddit. Can I get lucky on a ranger bow? Survey says no.
Take care.
Well, it took some...
Bottled storm. Uh-huh. Chaos resist and fire resist and attack speed, probably worth holding on to. That is indeed my second Black Sun crest. And meh lightning damage and poor fire damage. That's tiers 9 and 5. The 5's okay. The 9 is not. Hit the loading screen in PoE, your stream freezes for a few seconds, then restarts? Really? Been happening all day for you. I'm not enthused about that. I find it slightly... Ooh, pack monsters can drop Karoi tattoos. I did get a couple of tattoos earlier. One of them was even usable at plus 6% to lightning resist. There, I think. Yep. Oh, more than one streamer. Okay, I feel better about that. I assume PoE streamers when they were going to the splash screen. Well, steel yourself. I'm going in again. Your computer or Twitch. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Twitch. I've been having real problems with Twitch where it loses its mind and it freezes up, the process hangs, and then I get a notification that the process is hung. Do I want to kill it? Or do I want to stop it? I click yes, I reload, and everything's fine for a while. Doesn't happen every time. Yeah, well, I mean, I get it every once in a while on Twitch, usually a couple times a day if I'm, actively watching, or if I'm... It also happens a lot when I'm changing streamers, or if I'm using the PoE extension that shows you the stuff that the streamer is using on their character. Yes, the intermittent problems as an IT professional, I can assure you, are the fucking worst. Global accuracy, chance to suppress, additional physical damage reduction, chance to hinder on spell hits. Well, we'll just move that over there then. Gain a power charge on hit, and 10% more damage to pack members on death. Well, we'll put it on something that's easier to kill then. Carnal. Ooh, carnal boots. Who doesn't like things that are carnal? Add-on is now working and showing what you're wearing. It was dead as a famous English parrot yesterday. For me, it tends to be, depends on the streamer. Some streamers, it's working fine. Other streamers, it works intermittently. And some, it doesn't work on at all. By the way, I think it's a great extension. I would love to see more games do something similar. But I guess they've got to make their API publicly available for that to happen. For instance, I would love to see Last Epoch do that. I'd love to see WoW do it. Guild Wars 2. Just the ability to check and see what somebody's... their spec and their equipment is just so helpful. And as a streamer, that's true too. Well, I don't often get people ask me what kind of gear I'm using, but I'm always interested in what others are using, and so, generally speaking, I would love to see that become much more available, much more widely taken advantage of. Here we have another strong box. All right, somebody launched a flaming skull at me, and I was not appreciative. Don't you launch flaming skulls at me, sir or ma'am. Hussar Brigantine. No, we'll... If I can remember, next time we go to town, which will be after we finish off Shikiri. That's a lot of bleeds on me. It's their way of welcoming you. It is tradition. That's true. Single target, okay. Single target, not great. It's okay. The single target, I have to remember to start putting in momentum from LMP. I need to do the gem swap deal for single target. That'll help out. But I need to remember to do that, of course. Ow! Kind of a dick move there, Shikiri. 2,500. I have 2,500 life exactly. Got her. Would I not be peeved if the skull was not on fire like it should be? That's true. That would be, they would be cheaping out. You do want them to give their best effort. You don't want to feel like they're mailing it in when they're trying to kill you. Back to town. You know, when the bad guys are just going through the motions, it just cheapens the experience of murdering.
Yes?
Actually, that one's probably worth keeping.
Good luck.
That goes there. That goes in. Neither of these was good, right? Yeah, neither of those was good.
What can we do for you?
It's a flaming skull, not smoldering or slightly burnt. Exactly, and you want it a quality burn. You don't want too much smoke coming off. That's, again, you're using cheap components.
You killed Shikari.
Yes, I killed your sister. Prepare to die. So I think our crit chance now should be like 19? Something like that? 21.4. A little higher than I thought. Oh, that's right. We did have these 3 nodes here first. So, yeah, that makes sense. We're getting there. Our crits are coming along. They're no longer embarrassing. We were going to go to the graveyard. The necropolis, technically. Attack modifiers. Physical modifier, physical modifier. Corpses in adjacent graves have their crafting outcomes randomized when this corpse is buried. They're not randomized otherwise? I'm going to use this to scrub a bunch of stuff. We'll put things we don't want in here, as they're going to be made random anyway. If they're adjacent. Adjacent to that one, right? We're just going to bury a bunch of stuff we don't really want. We'll just go ahead and craft it. Why not? We'll take a stab in the dark. bow? No. Can we reverse that? Yeah, we can. We'll go with a jewelry, a ring. See if we can get lucky. Not very likely, but hey.
Free you of your anguish and aid this soldier, so that you may guide their hands to success.
Aramore does seem to like his job. It's bad, as we would expect. Sadly, the League mechanic is not standing up to strict scrutiny so far. Alright, now we'll try to actually see if we can make something. Scarcer. Increased chance of fire modifiers. We can make them 500% increased chance, but we can also make them 100% scarcer. Actually, for very low-level stuff, it was quite good. I got a lot of useful things at very low levels, you know, like through 20 or 30. So far, the reviews from Endgame are not positive. I'll put it that way. Sure, we'll go with this. Go with that. Go with that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I mean, I know I could delete them, but I mean, because they're so random, the 500% or 100% often amounts to nothing. It's just so random. You could get lucky and get something by sheer chance. Because basically all they are is, it seems like, they are crappy essences. So we burnt through a few. We got nothing. Back to Part 2, Act 9, the Vastiri Desert. Yeah, basically so far, the mechanic, I have come up with the, my opinion that in the very early game it was good is the most positive opinion I've heard on it so far. And the endgame players don't like it at all. Because the crafting's not worth it. And you can't get rid of the affixes. I was watching Exile earlier, and he wasn't going to up his his map difficulty until his build was a lot better, simply because the random factors can screw you so hard. Someone had a video on Reddit of him being stun locked, because there's a mod you can get where all of the creatures in a pack stun on every hit, and you can get stun locked really easily. Yeah, definitely, it's certainly possible that there is a that there are broken mechanics and people need to figure them out, and they will in a few days. That's very possible. But right now,
So
people just want the option to turn it off.
Still going strong. Want to really hit us where it hurts? Then you've got to let us team up. Take us down as a group. Don't know about you, but I'm
Wow,
excited
he
for the
didn't give
next
me a
round.
single veiled item? That sucked. Thanks for nothing, Leo, you jerk. I have been scamazed, I believe is the phrase I'm supposed to use as a streamer. Or scammed. Increased attack and cast speed. That's a tier 5? Oh, for each alive monster. Yeah, I can see that being a tier 5. Let's drop it to a less frequented. Why not use English? Yeah, I don't know. It may be something that started as as an emote or a Twitch TV emote. You know, sad becomes Sag. It's those crazy kids. They're ruining the language. It's just dopey. That all seems fine. It doesn't work. Doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I will note when some piece of the Twitch meme sphere grabs me, whether I want it to or not. For instance, if I see something at 69 in my regular day, I often will go, unthinkingly, I'll go nice. So, I mean, I'm not immune to it, certainly. Embarrassed, yes. Not immune. Yeah, exactly. It's been... And yet I can resist some of them because I find them annoying. The annoying ones, I guess, don't stick. On me, anyway. So, for instance, stuff like 420 Blaze It. Hot humor has lost much of its old oomph, given the fact that it's now legal where I am. I just don't think the 420 Blaze It works as a humorous piece of memology. All right. How about another Abyss? I can't remember the last time I actually got an Abyss that led into the map. I'll occasionally get one that gives me a spire at the end, but I haven't got one that went to a map in forever. Never did for you, well, since, you know, yeah, medication, exactly. Well, and for me, I just don't care for the effects. I tried it. I'm glad it's legal. It's just not for me. But I mean, I'm old enough to remember the inescapable humor of Cheech and Chong, the granddaddy of all pot-based humor. And so, but the 420 Blaze It thing, I never found funny. But certainly even less so now. But yeah, the 69, nice. It's captured me. I wish it hadn't, but...
Some of the members lessons.
Yes.
Bad ring, bad ring.
Good luck.
No, there. Nope, this one then. Back to the foothills. The Boiling Lake. I was speaking about the cabin my family had in Northern California when I was a kid. There was a boiling lake there. Boiling Springs Lake. Chance to shock. All damage can shock. Let regenerate. Can't be stunned. Evade. Poison. Suppress. Ooh, Karoi tattoos. A sulfite. Drop broken circle artifacts. Those must be for expedition, I think. Fix some stuff. Guess you're going to be... Yeah, I'm going to stream later. I'll probably be calling it, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'll be back at the usual time at 5 p.m. Pacific. Karoi tattoos. Do we want to take a shot at that? How about some more Karoi tattoos? Ramako warriors. A pack will contain the boss, Chieftain Ahuana. Broken circle artifacts? We'll hold on to that for now, I think. If you're awake, I'll tune in. Otherwise, good night. And good night to you. Save me some cake. Level 70. Nice. Haha, I have conquered. It's nice. +1. Please stop. Just stop. Thank you. That sound, the volume and repetitive nature seems so unnecessarily loud. And it seems that it's louder than basically every other sound in the game by a lot. Not a fan. Can safely say, not a fan. If that sound was reduced in volume by 2/3. Yet received any of my Karoi tattoos. Might be, yeah, it should be the tattoo dropper. %increased projectile speed. I will take that. As that is a 5% damage increase. I wonder how much it sells for, too. Mind you, I'm not big on actually selling things. I have sold only one thing in all of my time playing this game. And I've never bought anything. I sold something for an awful lot. It was like 11 exalts when an exalt was a lot. And I said to myself, I can buy all kinds of stuff. I can make a super build. And then I didn't bother to actually spend any of my ill-gotten gains. And they weren't ill-gotten gains. I did get the drop. Okay, where is... There she is. Crafting recipe. Spell damage. Not a good one for me.
That would only slow me down. Make use of every
Alright, Gotta empty something. And then move these. I don't suppose there's any more tattoos available. I would like another tattoo, even though that one made the nice clangy noise that implied it had some value. We'll do a quick run through unexplored spaces here to get a few more dead critters. And maybe another shot of it. Tattoo? Not likely, but not impossible. And okay. Back to town. Checking on something really fast. Okay. Back to there and there. Good, good, good. All right, we grabbed that one. Where are we off to next on our path of building? Got that. We've got that. We've got that. We've got that. We've skipped that. I think that one will come in later. There next. Yeah, that one seems like the next best bet. No critical strikes for me, please. Another dose of critical strikes? I would like to order 1 critical strikes, please.
Can we be of help?
We have 2 bows. Definitely one of these will be a brand new awesome bow that I can awesomely use for my awesome build. Life, 1 decent resist. And this one first. We've got the Ranger Bow and the Royal Bow. That might actually be usable. I will check. This one will not be usable. I'm dubious this one's going to be good enough, but it might be. Does it have an open... Does it have an open suffix, please? No, it doesn't, so I can't even throw an attack speed. It's probably not an upgrade, but I'll check in a second. So, currently we are at 10,000 and small change. Yep, 10,000 and small change, and this goes to 12,000. Looks like we've got a new bow on our hands. I hadn't even qualled this one. I can certainly qual this one. I should have enough things that I can qual it. See ya. Which will increase its damage by a good chunk. We're currently at 10,000, and that was like 12,000. So now it should be about 13,000 and change? No, 12,371. I would have thought more. Because that increases the damage number on the elements, I thought. Anyway, we are definitely going to want a few more sockets on that. We can't afford to go for more than that. I think we need... No, we don't need any of them to be linked, so that's fine. So, 10,000 and change to 12,000 and a little bit more change. We have improved our damage by about 20%, and that ain't nothing. Which means that it's something. I'm going to check on Ramako the Sniper's value on PoE. Path of Exile.com, trade. Ramako the Sniper, I think. It was. Double check. Of the Ramako Sniper. 1, 2, 3 chaos. Basically, it looks like about 3 chaos. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, the 2 chaos one was listed 12 hours ago, so 2 chaos. 1 or 2 chaos. Not much. Probably I'll just use it. %1 block chance and 6% lightning resistance are the others I've gotten. Disappointing that I can't drop anything on that. We are still in good shape resists-wise for now. I think I'm going to call it here for the afternoon, the early session. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I want to thank for the follow and Boy from Beyond for the sub. Thank you very much, both of you. I'm going to be back in a few hours, about 2 or 3 hours. I will put it in the Discord for more Path of Exile, and we will push towards hopefully hitting Act 10 and finishing off Kitava and starting maps tonight, knock on wood. Again, I want to thank you for hanging out. I'll be back in a few hours, 2 or 3, get some food in me, all that good stuff. So, if you catch me later, awesome. If not, I hope the rest of your Easter Sunday goes great, and that your upcoming week, because I like to set an achievable goal, I hope the upcoming week doesn't suck. I'm back in a couple hours. Take care,